Hi, you're watching Thrash Talk Podcast.
Hey, what's happening? This is the first episode of Thrash Talk Podcast. I'm Tim McMurtry of Angry Corpses.
I'm Big Zeus of Mama Luke, and you're watching Thrash Talk Podcast.
So right now we're going to get right to it, man. We got Rob Dukes in the house of Generation Kill, former vocalist of Exodus. Rob, what's going down, my bro?
How you doing, man?
What up?
Oh, we're chilling, man. We're back in action. Me and Zeus used to have a podcast called Cataclysm Records Takeover, and we decided let's bring it to a new level. So we're going to inject a lot of different things into this podcast with live footage and everything like that. But what's happening with you, my friend? I heard that new record. It's fucking amazing.
Thanks, man. Just released the MK Ultra album, the new Generation Kill record. Got a couple videos floating out. We did 3 singles before the album drops, and we had videos for all those. We got a couple more videos coming out, and trying to get out on tour and trying to make some shit happen. I started my own podcast where I just interview musicians and tattoo artists and stuff. So I've been doing that and working a regular job all at the same time. So
You sound like me. I mean, it's exactly what we do, man. We just keep on moving. We can't sit still. We love what we do. We love creating music.
yeah.
That's awesome. So you got 2 of my old school bros in your band, and one is Jason Trenzer. He played in Rhythm Trip with me on tour with Propane and Marauder back in '98. Wow. And then you got Rob on the drums. My friend Rob Yules is playing drums, crushing drummer.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man, because I know you're in good company with those guys, and you can hear it on the fucking record. It's awesome.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody in the band is, everybody, Jason Velez and Jason Trenzer on guitar. I mean, those guys are just, they're fucking phenomenal. I've known Trenzer since we were like 15, 16 years old. We were little kids. It was me, him, and Lou Lehman, and we met when we. Was that?
You know Dante too?
Oh yeah, I know Dante really well, man. I jammed with Dante a bunch of times, And then I knew that whole crew, man. I grew up in that area. When I moved up from the city from Queens, I moved to Rockland, so I immediately met all those guys. And it was putting this band together. It took a while to get the right lineup, but Yules is just a phenomenal drummer, and Trenzer and Velez are killer. Now we got Max Velez on bass.
You got the Velez brothers.
The Velez brothers, man. It just changed the game of the whole band. It changed the whole deal. So
And the Velez brothers after them.
Yeah.
My Cuban link and cohort over here said it's a hit team. The Velez brothers.
Rubbed out. Power body, bro. They'll do it.
Yeah. So
he's got some questions for you. What's up?
All right.
Hey, man. Hey, congratulations, first of all, on the track that you dropped last week, because I heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was serious, man.
Thank you, man.
Let's go back a little bit. I know you're a New York guy, Queens guy, then you moved up to Rockland County.
Yeah.
Right? But how'd you get started in Exodus?
I was right after like 9/11 happened. You remember how New York was so weird after 9/11 that following spring, I just decided I needed a break from, and I moved. I gave away all my possessions to my buddy Rob, who was living on my couch. And I said, you know what? You can have my apartment and all my furniture, man. I'm leaving. He's like, where are you going? I go, I'm getting on my motorcycle and I'm going to LA. So I rode my GSXR 750 from New York to Los Angeles, and I got an apartment. And then I ended up working at the Key Club, loading in bands, and then that led to working for Golden Voice at the time. And working for just like the Avalon, the El Rey, and working. I was bartending and bar backing at the Dragonfly, and so I was just in the LA scene, just being behind the scenes, just being a tech. And then I got a call one night from this guy, Jeff Hickey, who was like a Motorhead tech, and he was a big time tech in the 80s. And he says, hey man, Megadeth and Exodus need a guitar tech for a 6-week tour. And I was like, all right. And I met them that morning at 2:00 in the morning. I showed up at the Palladium and got on the bus, and I was on the Exodus bus. That's where I was going to live for the 6 weeks. And I got to tech. I was teching for Gary, Rick, and Jack, doing all three. And I went on the tour, and like, as soon as I got on the bus, man, we were like long lost friends. You know what I mean? Just, I knew the era. I come from that whole deal, and we were just like long lost brothers. And then during that tour, we got to, they're, doing sound checks and all that. They were like, oh, well, come up and sing a song at the end of the tour. And I got up and I sang Deranged on the very last show of that tour. And then I heard
this. I remember hearing some of this. Yeah.
And then I went on another tour right out. I went from that tour. I flew right back to and got on another tour with Satyricon. And I was on Satyricon, and I ended up, the last show was in New York. And so I decided to spend the holidays in New York. And then I was headed down to Key West to go scuba diving with my buddy. And on Christmas Eve, Tom and Gary called me, and they're like, hey man, we just wanted to say Merry Christmas. And we were thinking of having you come out and rehearse to see if you can want to come audition to be the singer of Exodus. And I'm like, all right. So a couple weeks later, after my vacation was over, I went back to LA, got on my motorcycle, rode up to San Francisco, auditioned, and then a couple weeks later, they gave me the gig.
Yo, now we're gonna go on location to our hardcore kid on the scene, Disaster Piece.
Yo, what's up? I'm Disaster Piece. You're live with Team OSM TV on Thrash Talk Podcast at Black and Blue Fest in upstate New York.
Yeah.
In Albany. I'm here with Mike Gallo from Agnostic Front. What up? What up?
We're getting live. It's my birthday weekend. Let's do it.
Birthday weekend. So, yo, I'm a big fan, man. It's good to see you, to be here and be with you. How you feeling?
I'm feeling fucking great.
Good, feeling fantastic.
I'm feeling a lot better than I had a couple hours ago, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I haven't partied like that all night. But last night was wild. I mean, I'm getting older. My body can't take this shit no more.
You look good.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Who are you most excited to see tonight?
Last night's Sheer Terror, and the thing is, Murphy's Law got me into hardcore. A friend of mine got me into hardcore in the 90s, and I kind of like the music. I was into a couple of things. Play me AF, play me Underdog, Murphy's Law, Bad Brains, Killing Time. And I liked it. It was cool. And he's like, I gotta take you to a show.
Yup.
He's like, that's the only way you're actually gonna really be able to experience it, because hardcore is about the live show.
So it's not just the sound, it's the culture. You gotta be brought into it to really understand.
So I remember the first thing, when I went to see Murphy's Law, it was at the Wetlands. I forget, it was early to mid 90s. I forget exactly what it was. I never forget the moment. I had to take a step back and just look at it, and watching the show, watching people dive off the stage, and this is the first time I've ever seen it, you know what I mean? Like, I never experienced it before, and I was like, holy fucking shit, how the fuck have I not got into, how did I not get into this when I was younger, It's just, because the whole culture of everything, it was just like, I just never felt like, this is me. This is so fucking me. This is everything I love. I was like, I can't even believe that I'm finding this out now.
Hey, this is Mario,
And I'm Kim from Upstate Records.
and you're listening to Thrash Talk Podcast.
Hey, this is Thrash Talk Podcast, and we're back with Rob Dukes from Generation Kill. I gotta say this, so I saw Exodus, Slayer, and Venom at the Ultimate Revenge, the famous videotape, the big show in New York City. Yeah. I had long hair. I was a thrasher. It was amazing. It was like one of my first big shows of that type of music. And, because I was always into Judas Priest and Iron Maiden like everybody else. But that was it. Like that was the first show. So I got to see Paul Bailoff sing right in front of my face. You know, and I also got to go on tour with the next singer, which was Steve.
Yeah.
So because they had toured with us in '88 with MOD. So, and we got to do it was like a double bill. We toured across the whole United States, probably like 50 something shows. So it's just incredible because honestly, I actually like every singer. What my point is, I like every singer that's been part of Exodus. You know, like I think they all have their unique sound, including you, my friend. So you know, it's very exciting to know, just seeing everything that the band has, gone through, and now their new album's amazing too.
Yeah,
I think I just feel like, they're keeping thrash, alive to, and so are you, so is so many bands, and it's just, for me, it's just very exciting to see where we're at the current landscape right now. I feel like a lot of people are coming out of the woodwork and they want to do music again. So
yeah. Well, it's a weird time, man. Everyone got put on hold for a couple of years. A lot of people, they lost their jobs, as far as like tech guys and people that were in the merch world, and club owners and guitar techs and drum techs and sound guys. I mean, everyone had to go find a new gig, so it kind of sucks. So I'm hoping that that people, that we can just go out and start playing again. And I talked with Zet like 2 days ago, man. We and Zet had a conversation, and he's like, man, he heard the new record, and he's like, called me up, and he's like, dude, it's fucking phenomenal. I'm like, thanks, man. And he's like, dude, we gotta get a Exodus fucking Generation Kill tour. And I'm like, I'm in, dude. Let's just fucking do it. So
I was hoping that would be something that could happen. That would be incredible.
Yeah, it would.
I could imagine the possibilities of both of you inviting each other onto your set.
Yeah. I went and saw Municipal Waste last night here in Phoenix, cool. And they were great, man. It was a Municipal Waste and Obituary, and
nice.
And it was fucking, dude, it was fucking packed, dude. I was like really happy. I was like, wow, this is inspiring, man. The people are just, they're going to go to shows. I talked to Robin, the merch girl. She goes, yeah, we're doing really well every night and selling. People
was this in Arizona?
Buying merch. This, what?
Where was this at?
This is in Mesa, Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. I mean, it's good. The West Coast, it feels like, from what I hear, especially California, it's real slow and hard, slow going, hard to get shows and things to happen. It's real weird out there. I know there's some outside stuff. I think I've just seen an outside show that Exodus just announced today.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing. So that's good. But man, we were just at a show just this past weekend with Upstate Black and Blue.
This is Cousin Joe from Black and Blue Productions. Check out Thrash Talk Podcast.
Mike Valente from Brick by Brick and Bruise Brothers put this together. He is Upstate Black and Blue, New York State, and it was amazing. Murphy's Law, The Take.
What's up? You're live on Team OSM TV, Thrash Talk Podcast. I'm Disaster Beast. What up? How you feeling, man?
Feel great. How are you?
I'm good. That was a good set.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So you've been in a bunch of bands, right? You want to list which ones?
My first real band was the Spud Monsters from Cleveland, Ohio. What I'm most famous for is Biohazard. I played at Biohazard for like 7 years. And I got a new band called The Take from New York City.
Take is dope. You guys were dope. I like Biohazard a lot. And man, it's really dope to be here. Who else are you excited to see?
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law, of course. Yeah.
Jimmy G.
Yup.
We got to run into guys like Mike Gallo. We got a lot of nice little
cool.
Everybody, they're going to be part of this, so this is really dope.
Good, man. Yeah.
But Zeus, what else? I know you got some ammunition there.
I don't got the ammunition.
What do you got? A 6-piece?
No, I don't have no 6-piece.
Deuce. Right. What do you got?
Listen, rumor mill.
Yeah.
Confirm with you, Rod. Did people say that you are a ridiculously good scuba diver. Like you can literally teach people scuba diving.
So that's a false rumor, man. So here's the deal, right? When I left New York, I was really into scuba diving at the time. So me and my friends were going. We were diving all over the place, and I wanted to be an instructor. So I was working my way through the classes to be a scuba dive instructor. And then when I got to LA, that was my plan. I was going to go be a scuba dive instructor. I was going to live at the beach. I was going to surf. I was going to and I ended up just in the club world and bartending. The closest I lived to the beach was about 20 minutes away. And then I just kind of like, I haven't dove in probably a decade, man. I think the last time I went was Italy.
Singer, we could have said Scuba Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It never really happened. And dude, it's one of my favorite things to do in the world. I'm planning on trying to go to with Dean Carb does a trip out to Isle de Guadalupe off the coast of Mexico, and you cage dive with great whites. And my plan is to do that next year. I've been saving for it, and that's my big plan. So
hardcore, bro. I'm terrified, dude. I feel like if I put that shit on me and that shit fucking went back on the boat, I feel like I was honestly like, to me, it's almost like being an astronaut, but you're under the water.
Dude. It really is. It's
that shit, man. That shit's trippy to me.
I would prefer well as a scuba diver. I wouldn't need fins. I wear a size 16 shoe.
Yeah.
I don't need fins.
Yeah. Well, so me and you are big guys, man. So we're like everyone else would be safe to go in the water with us because we look like big fucking seals in the fucking.
Like I said, I don't need the fins. But I got the
yeah.
So let's bring up the 3 records. I believe it's 3. Am I right?
Yeah, he recorded 3 records
with Exodus.
Right, you did 3 records with Exodus, right?
I did. Well, actually, yeah. It's 4 and a live. 1 live record, so 4 records and a live. We did Shovelhead Kill Machine, Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Then I did Let There Be Blood, which was a re-recording of Bonded, and then I did the live record at Vakken. So it's like, so it's 5 really, but three original records. Yeah.
Nice. Also, it was the Vakken Fest.
Yeah, that show in Vakken is a CD on that. When you buy the DVD, it comes with an audio CD. So
I believe that's a picture that I grabbed from you. There's a picture I grabbed from you with a gigantic crowd. It's probably
the Vakken. Yeah. What year was it?
2008.
Yeah. So now, that's the hopes now that I have for not only you and your band, but every band out there that's putting out shit right now in 2022. Is that I'm hoping that you guys can get out and play festivals in Europe this year and get to do stuff, and we all can, and start it back up again. Hopefully, this is gonna end soon, man, because it's like you said, that's one of the biggest issues for all of us right now. It's like we flipped it and did all different things. Like I turned my vehicle into an LLC driving machine. Like I drive nurse aides. That's what I do, and I'm proud of it. I drive nurse aides to all their cases across the state of New Jersey, but it actually turned into something that I never thought would be as lucrative as it is, because I'm picking up all these other drives, and it gets me out of the house because I was losing my fucking mind when I couldn't, be me. I was honestly, I had in the beginning of the COVID, I had a headache. I was anxious. It was horrible. I was super anxious. That I got to get out on a road, like you said, when you just had enough in New York and you just need to get the fuck out of here. That story's great. Like that just sounds like a fucking movie to me. Like, fire the motherfucker up and ride to LA. That's just epic, man. I just hope everybody gets to play soon.
Me too, man. I mean, I worked through the whole pandemic. I was, I restore Porsches, like old vintage air-cooled Porsches, and I was doing Volkswagen, and then I left that job to a new one, and
I love wagons.
So we're doing 2 old 64 and a 65 911, and at the same time. So it's going to take a long time to put the 2 back together, but. So I've been doing that, and I work alone. I work like by myself in my own place, so I don't have anybody to like deal with, and I love it, man. And then I do that a few days a week, and then I've been writing and doing the music thing, and my manager's trying to get me to write a book about my experience and how I was just a regular guy, being a bartender in New York and working, just being a regular human being. And then all of a sudden you're thrust into this fucking world of, playing in front of 100,000 people every once in a while and doing club shows and traveling the world. I've been to 108 countries in my life, and so, and I was 37 years old, man. I'd never sang before professionally, I was in bar bands, but I never did anything on the level of, Exodus. And then all of a sudden to be thrust in there, it's a kind of quite a unique experience, so.
Well, you and me both, man. Like I always tell, my wife says it too. My wife sees, what I've done, and people, photographers sending me books in the mail. I'm in a book with fucking Ozzy and Motley Crue and bands like that, in a photo book. It's like, and I got the tour and opened for Motorhead on a festival in my life, and got to see almost all the United States with Exodus, and I got to be in Europe and got to see most of Europe. So
I got shot on Maxwell Rose too on MTV.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one, right?
It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I mean, even got on Headbangers Ball, one of our videos. Nice. So Rhythm of Fear album, the song Intruder. So it is amazing to have that, and but like it's also amazing that you're like you can change your colors. You can go and do what you're doing with building those cars. I flipped my whole thing around. I needed to do something. I couldn't stay sitting around. So driving on the road is a thing for me, where when I don't have a passenger, the fucking shit's cranked up and I'm flying. And when I have one, I'm chill listening to fucking like Z100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, bottom line is, you gotta be able to, change your color like a chameleon, man. You gotta just do what you gotta do. Because I know people that crumble under this pressure. The fucking crumble.
A lot of people have, man. Suicide rate's gone up, man. People have lost their restaurants, they've lost their jobs, they've gone through. This has been a horrible fucking time, man. I mean, it's like the higher ups they made horrendous mistakes with this pandemic, treating people just a statistic, and they didn't ever put in the human factor of it. Whereas, somebody who opens a restaurant, man, your whole life is that restaurant. You're there 18 hours a day. First one there, last one to leave. Like it's like a
whole life committed to it, ball and chain. I know
man.
Young guys and girls that just started that dream job in New York. They're in an office. They're in New York. They got a condo now. They bought in New York. They joined the gym in New York. They're fucking going to eat all these posh restaurants, this and that. All of a sudden, it's gone.
Yeah.
Man. Across the water, you're back in New Jersey with your mom. You're living with your mom.
No, in New Jersey.
There's nothing wrong with New Jersey. My bro.
We're from Hudson County. What's the matter with you, man?
So listen, Hudson County, you're from fucking Hoboken, home of baseball and Frank Sinatra.
I used to love the Clam House down in Hoboken, man. The Clam Houses, that was my spot.
Sitting here with the fabulous, wonderful Sid Haig. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing groovy.
All right.
So, how did you get involved in all this horror stuff?
I just worked in a few horror films that happened to be successful, and there you go.
Well, everybody knows who Sid Haig is. So, let me ask you this. What would you think about all this convention stuff? Like, what is your take on all this? Do you like it?
Yeah, you know what? I'm too old to do stuff that I don't like doing, okay? So if I think that I'm not going to have fun here, I'm not coming. Doing this, I do anywhere between 12 and 20 conventions a year.
Wow, that's a lot of traveling.
Yeah, I'm going to start growing feathers.
And then, yeah. You'd be like a demon fairy?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of fun. I like that.
What's up? This is Brendan with Sheer Terror and Borrowed Time, and you're listening to Thrash Talk Podcast.
we have a little segment called Foodie.
All right.
All right. So Rob Deuce, tell us in Hoboken about this place that you enjoy so much.
It was a clam house. I don't even know if it's still there. It's been, because I've been out here. It's gone, right? It used to, and they did. It was a good place. You go get killer seafood, but upstairs they had a comedy room, and they would do comedy. I used to go see Otto and George there all the time.
Wow.
I saw. I used to go see Don Jameson and a bunch of just a bunch of comedians would go there, and it was like maybe it held like maybe 100 people. But I'll never forget. I was there, and Otto and George. Do you remember Otto and George, the guy with the puppet? He passed away, but he was making fun of this lady, and she started screaming at the puppet, not even at him. She was like throwing stuff at the puppet, and it was fucking, I was fucking pissing myself laughing because she completely lost her shit and was arguing with the puppet, not even the guy doing not even Otto. Yeah, man. So
hey, so on some solemn news, we just heard of Johnny Zazula passing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever met the man himself.
I did. I've hung out with John a few times. Yeah, very nice guy. Yeah, it's sad.
Nice. Yeah, he was a big part of my youth as
one heavyweight in the business.
Heavy business. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody.
Old Bridge Metal Militia. That was him, man.
Shout out to him and his family. Our condolences and everything. And I just wanted to bring that up because Megaforce was the first label that our band was signed with, and Johnny came to see us at our first show.
Yeah.
He always had a lot of good things to say. He always had a lot of things to say. It wasn't so good if he wanted to. He was a smart guy. And, one thing I know is my last conversation with him was just saying Merry Christmas. And he replied back to me, Merry Christmas to all you angry corpses.
Yeah.
Which was really cool because that's one thing I'll cherish is like my conversations that I did have with him, not only on the phone, but in text within the last couple of years. So but now he's reunited with his wife, Marcia, and salute to the family and everybody who knew him. Just wanted to bring that up. And so back into it with you, sir. We got one of your other guys from Exodus coming on, Rick Hunolt. So now, how long did you play with him? Was he in the band with you as well?
So when I first auditioned, he was there.
Yeah.
I toured with Rick on that Megadeth tour as his tech, and then I joined the band. And me and Rick did a 4-song demo together, and then I did the demo with him. I wish I had a copy of it. I don't. I wish I did. It was fucking great. And but me and Rick have always stayed in touch. Me and Rick have been close friends my entire time in Exodus. And one of the fucking best tours was when Gary was with Slayer, and we needed a guitar player, and I said, let's get Rick. And we brought Rick, and I got to tour Rick for 6 weeks in Europe. And we actually got to vacation for 10 days in Italy together. And it was fucking beautiful, man. So it was like the best 8 weeks of my life, man. It was really, we had so much fun, and we laughed so much, and I have so many experiences from him. And when we ever talk, man, we start laughing immediately, thinking about a few nights that we were just having a blast, man. And Rick is one of the most beautiful human beings I've ever known. And, I love the guy to death.
That's why I'm so happy to have him on too, because like he was like a big brother to me. I was only like 18 on the first tour, and they were like in their like early to mid 20s, man. So it was like we looked up to them. We were like, following them around and then watching them play every night, doing these backflips off the drum risers and landing on their feet.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. It was just incredible, man. It was incredible times. I'll never forget the tour. And it's great to have him coming on as well. So, man, check it out, man. We got some more questions for Rob since we still got him here. What What do you got to say, man? What was one of the questions you wanted to ask? I know you had a bunch of them.
The record you did with DMC.
So I met Daryl at a festival in Ohio, and he came and watched our set, and me and him, you know, we started talking. I you know, I'm from you know, Astoria. He's from Hollis, so we started talking about being Queens guys, and then it led to a conversation, and he goes, "Hey man," so I gave him the Generation Kill CD, "We're All Gonna Die," and he called me like a month later through he hit me up through Twitter, and he asked me my number, and he called me, and he says, "Hey man, I really love the track Carney Love," and I'm like, "Awesome, man, great, man, it's fucking cool." He goes, "Let's write a song together." So we wrote a song called Lot Lizard, which is about a truck stop hooker, and so we got in the studio. I flew out to New York. We did the track, and then that just kind of led to more songs. So we ended up making like 10 songs. But Lot Lizard was the one song that I was really proud of with him. And actually, me and Daryl, we talked yesterday, man. I still talk to him a lot. He's my second favorite rapper of all time.
Oh, that was one of my questions. Was a lot of people, because you know what it is. A lot of people, you know, need to hear that, you know, metalheads actually do like hip hop and listen to it. And
fuck yeah.
Who do you like? Like, who's your favorite rapper?
My favorite is Guru, man. Fucking Gangstar.
All right.
Good.
Yeah. So, but I love Daryl. I love you know, fucking Dre, Kills, Biggie, fucking you know, fucking Tupac. But you know, there's a bunch of really, and you know, I gotta give Eminem a fucking shout because he's fucking, you know, he's
better than life, for sure.
Yeah. but you know what? But Guru was my favorite, man. You know, even I like RZA, fucking Old Dirty. You know, I mean, there's so many good. Dude, I mean, but you know, I've always listened to everything, man. I listen to everything from fucking Coltrane and Miles Davis to hip hop to the only thing I don't listen to, I don't listen to I don't listen to country. I like some of the outlaw country, but not really. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't like. I'm not that. I don't like top 40 music, of course. But I you know, but I listen to everything.
I'm listening to when I'm driving all these folks around. Yeah. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Very low volume.
No, man. Hey, how did you mention you're from Astoria?
Yeah.
I'll ask you something that you're gonna have knowledge to, just like Tim and I. Being that you're from the tri-state area, Astoria, Queens, New York, we're from Jersey. What's your favorite diner?
It was in Manhattan. It was called Max's. It's no longer there. It closed down like 5-6 years ago. But it was this greasy little shithole. It had like six tables, and they were only 2-person tables. They didn't have any 4-person. The cook was like 5 feet from you, man, and but it was the best. It did have outside chairs.
You get what you want at the fucking diner, right? Pretty much.
Man. You could get pork chops. You could get a fucking steak. You could get lobster. I fucking loved it, man. But I love the one. I love that. I don't know the name of it. It's at the end of the Palisades Parkway, right? When you come across the George Washington Bridge and you get right on the Palisades Parkway, there's a fucking diner right there. It might be the State Line Diner, because that's where Jersey and New York.
Oh, yeah, that sounds familiar.
And dude, that diner, man, the coleslaw there is so good. I want to put my dick in it, man. It's so
I gotta go there for that.
Fucking loved it, man. I fucking love that diner.
Putting your dick in the barbecue sauce.
But diners play an important part.
Yeah. It's East Coast, baby.
You want pancakes at 2:00 in the afternoon, they got you.
Yeah, man.
6 o'clock in the morning, they got you.
Oh yeah,
that's the important thing, man.
Well, this is part of our foodie segment. We know all us, especially us big uns over here. I'm 6'2". I gained about 40 pounds. Anyways, bottom line is this: we like to eat.
No, and now he's on the West Coast, so now we could ask another question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How spoiled are you when it comes to pizza outside of New York City?
Oof.
I don't eat pizza out here, man. Fuck. I did. I'd rather have a fucking DiGiorno's pizza from the fucking than eat pizza at a pizza place out here.
Shit. Hey, listen, I know it because my friend Rocco, his grandparents live in Vegas. I used to have to, every time I went to Vegas, we'd have to bring an extra duffel bag filled with semolina.
Yeah. Whenever I go to New York and I come back, I pick up like a thing of rye bread and a couple bagels, and I always bring them home because there's nothing out here, man. I'm in fucking Arizona. What's really good out here is the Mexican food. That's about it.
Oh, I'm definitely. I'm a fan of that.
I'm pretty sure Chinese food out there is whack too, right? It's not like New York City Chinese.
I wouldn't even touch Chinese food out here. I wouldn't even. Fuck that, man.
The rats, New York City rats, bro. That's what makes it good.
Yeah. Good fat fucking New York rat.
Bro, you need that sewer rat, bro.
What do you mean there's no cat in my fucking chicken out here, man? Come on, man. Yeah.
So we covered everything with you. So lastly, Rob, it's a pleasure having you on the first episode too. So our pleasure. And but I just want to make sure you get everything out there. Tell everybody.
Yeah, man. I'm good, man.
What's going on? What's the future with Generation Kill? Like you were saying, possibly an Exodus.
We're just gonna go tour, man. I'm hoping we fucking get to go tour. You know what I mean? That's kind of the, so.
And what about everything you're doing? I know you mentioned the podcast. What else is going on? I just want to make sure you get it all on the table.
That's it, man. I mean, we got hopefully people, buy the record. We got vinyls coming in a couple, like I think in like 6 weeks, we got vinyls. We got,
And you put the record through which label again?
So we went through, we just did a distro deal with Blood Blast, which is part of Nuclear Blast. And we kept everything else for ourselves because we paid for everything ourselves. So we're like, well, fuck it, we're going to keep it and fuck it. You know what I mean? So,
on the road.
Yeah, man. So we're just going to, go on the road and hopefully get on tour, and I'll keep doing my podcast. Hopefully I want to stop doing them Zoom. I want to start doing them live, man. That's the real way to do it. Sit there with somebody and have an actual conversation face to face. And I got all the equipment to do that. So I'm ready to go do that. And that's all I'm doing, man. That and just working my regular job. And that's it, man. So.
Excellent. Well, right now we're going to go to the guitar player from Exodus that actually, when Kirk Hammett joined up with Metallica, he was the guy that filled that position, Mr. Rick Hunolt.
Man, we got one member of the H&H team from Exodus back in the day.
Oh,
what's up?
H&H, Mr. Rick Hunolt. What's going on?
What's up, Tim?
What's up? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me, bro.
Right.
What's up, Rob?
What's up, buddy? How are you, man? Good to see you.
I love you, dude, so much.
I love you, man.
Baby.
Member of the H team.
Hell yeah, all day long.
So what's happening in your world right now, man? We had a bunch of old tales that we were telling about, back in the day with some the tour that I did with you guys in '88 together, and also with some of the stuff that Mr. Rob Dukes over here did with you throughout your career in Exodus. Your time together.
Blessed to be in a band with my brother Rob.
I heard about the time you guys had in Italy and that 6-week tour that turned into some really good times, memorable moments. We're all about those memories. Any jogging to you right now and coming out?
What memories? Oh man, yeah, just we had some great times. After I get off stage, I like to find my electronic music, you know what I'm saying, and go out and get me a little dance on. I have fun with that, and the crew don't dance, but or nobody in the band, but they like to come along and just watch me have fun, you know what I'm saying? And that's awesome times. And we got actually on that tour, we got 10 days off in Sardinia, bro. And that was incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, we were lucky. Like us and Overkill, I think, are the only bands to ever play there. Heavy bands, you know what I mean? Isn't that right, Rob?
Yeah, man, I think that's it, man. But we played that festival. We were, it was a bunch of local bands, and then we played, and we had just a fucking blast, man. And we were eating fucking killer food and just hanging out. We went to the beach. We fucking laid on the fucking rocks. It wasn't sand, it was rocks.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was fucking killer, man. It was
a
time of my life, man. It was one of the best times of my life.
Me too, man. Me too. I got pictures of that in my on one of these SD cards that I got. That's just I haven't looked at in years. I need to dig out.
I printed them all out and made a fucking collage on my wall, man, of all the pictures of everybody.
I got to do the same thing. I got some badass pictures, bro. I know.
Yeah,
that was something else. I'd love to go back there, but on the real, our place is so freaking expensive. You know what I mean,
dude? Yeah.
But we were lucky just to hang out. We had some time off, so we just after the gig just hung out. You know what I mean? God, that was so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Rick, I wanted to bring up, I was telling Rob before about I got to see Venom Slayer and Exodus, The Ultimate Revenge in New York City at Studio 54.
Oh yeah.
My first thrash shows, man. And it was before I was in MOD, and it was amazing to see you guys there. Do you have any memories about that show?
How old were you then, Tim?
Man, I was like 16 or 17, I believe.
Okay, so you're like, so you're 50
now. So
how old are you now?
52.
52. Okay, so I was about.
You gotta be.
So you were 16. So I must have been like 18 or 19, maybe pushing 20.
I think early 20s probably, yeah.
Man, at that show, we were so young, bro, and everything was so fresh and so new, and we were just like kids in a candy store on our first trip to New York.
Yeah.
Studio freaking 50.
Your first show, yeah, in New York.
Yeah, and because I grew up with Saturday Night Fever and the Bee Gees and all that shit.
Yeah,
disco and funk and all that. So even playing a gig at Studio 54, just that alone was just like, wow, dude. Really?
What was mind-blowing about it, because it was at Studio 54, with three of the kings of thrash, man, as far as I was concerned.
In an infamous disco hall.
And then they made the video out of it, and the video is insane. I mean, I was there. The best was, I was like, to my friend, I'm like, it was our first show, and I'm like, hey, look, there's no one in front of the stage. Let's go all the way up. And then you guys came on, and it was like, holy shit.
Dude, my favorite part of that video is the footage of the people out front waiting in line.
Oh, yeah.
That's just some classic shit, bro. Those kids are so badass.
Man, that was awesome. Now, let me ask you a question. When did you join Exodus? Because I know Kirk went to Metallica, obviously, but how long after he left that you joined that show happened?
So I joined, I was handed a tape. Oh man, the years, the timeline, I get confused, bro, but I can give you
85, maybe 84.
No, I think it was like 84, maybe late 83. I was handed the tape, and I was given a certain amount of time to learn it, and then we started rehearsing at Gary's mom's house.
Nice.
We did some local shows, and then recorded the album up in Cotati, California, at Prairie Sun.
Bonded by Blood.
Yes, sir. After that, it was mixed. We went through some rigmarole with different labels, trying to figure shit out, man, because we were young and dumb, and it got released on Torrid, and those are your friends, New York boys, Todd and Ken. So, and then it was released, and then I'd have to say, after the album was released, but it was no more than 2 or 3 months, and then we were out.
Yeah. I was just wondering.
This most exciting times of my life, dude. I mean, it's like,
yeah,
every guitarist's dream, dude. And I'm just like, is this really happening, bro? Really?
Yeah, but Rick, imagine me. I was at your show in New York, and then all of a sudden, a couple of years later, I'm touring with you. I was like out of my mind. Like you
absolutely
were blown away by being at Studio 54. You're in New York, and then you started living that dream. But I joined on to that whole dream later on. Who would have even known? So I know what you mean, man. It's just incredible because that tour was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I wish, just wish every guitar player that ever committed to the guitar could experience that too. I just consider myself to be super, super lucky and blessed, man. I mean, because you know the game, dude. Guitar players are a dime a dozen, bro.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And so you just never know, you know. And I know, I know right now I put on YouTube and put these kids on YouTube, and I'm just like, dude, I look at these kids play guitar. They're just incredible, bro.
Oh, incredible today. Hey, here's a question for you too. You and Dukes did a song together, I heard, huh?
We did 4. We did 4 songs as a demo to give to Nuclear Blast with a new singer, and we did 4 songs together.
I thought he's on a song on the new record, though. Isn't he on a song on the new record with you guys, Generation?
No,
dude, I was good. I recorded some stuff on my friend's closet, dude, because that's the only studio I had access to at the moment, and it didn't it wasn't good enough to get on the album, dude. It just the audio was sunk. Hold on a second. I got something.
So on the new MK Ultra record, I tried to get Rick on there, and it just it didn't work out. So I got Chris Poland to do it. So Chris Poland from Megadeth did it.
Chris Poland, wow. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah. No, but that MK Ultra, that Generation Kill, y'all better go out and get that album. Y'all better go out and get that album with Rob Dukes.
Tell him, Rick. Man,
tell him.
I'm getting Rick on the next one for sure, man. Next time I'm gonna fly him to Arizona and have him come in the studio and do it for real. Because it just at the time, man, we tried to make it work because it was pandemic time and we couldn't. It just was such a weird fucking time to make things happen. So
a lot of things have changed for all of us with the pandemic, whatever you want to call it. Bottom line is this. So Rick, I'm going to get both of you guys on a track with my group, Angry Corpses, which features.
Yeah. What is that going to happen, bro?
Yeah, I want both you guys on a song. So one of these EPs that we're doing for sure down the line. The next one, we got Dr. Chud on drums from the Misfits. And this one that's out right now, that's going to come out this year, has Walt Monster Ryan on the drums.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, he's the coolest, man.
I toured with him when he was with Sub-Zero when I got to tour with Walter, man. He was fucking great.
Yeah, man, he killed it on our new record. We can't wait for everyone to hear.
Are you talking about Monster Ryan?
Yeah.
You're fucking kidding me.
No, yeah.
He's in your band, Tim?
No. Yo, he's doing something with Timmy, right? Aren't you working with him?
Yeah, he's just played drums on the new EP that's going to come out. We're going to drop the label and all the details on that soon.
Dude, that's sick.
We got Capadonna from Wu-Tang Clan and spit on a track too. It's crazy.
Oh, no way. Man.
Yeah, he killed it. It's like, it's definitely really cool. Also, Larry the Hunter from Murphy's Law did a lead on a song with Dirty Walt from you guys, out by you guys. Dirty Walt from Fishbone did a song.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that John Joseph plays on the new MK Ultra album?
No, I didn't know that.
I had no idea. No.
I had I called John, and John went to the studio, and so we did a song called Dogs of War. The video's going to come out next week. It's me and John. He joined Generation Kill on our new record, man, and did a fucking track.
Nice. That's
killer.
That's really dope.
Hey, how's the album doing, Rob?
It's doing killer, man. High expectations, and they're all living up to it, man. It's killer. Podcast is off the hook. Your podcast is fucking killer, man. Everyone fucking loves it, and I got nothing but beautiful feedback on our conversation we had, man.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Life is good.
Hey, so I got Big Deuce want to ask some questions to Mr. Rick.
Dude,
yeah.
First of all, Rick, absolute honor to be able to speak with you today.
The pleasure is mine, bro. You know that.
All right, because you played on classic metal records that got me to and from high school every day back in the 80s. Yeah, literally my Walkman used to bleed listening to you guys and
That's badass.
your Metallica,
Hell yeah.
Fitting.
Oh, hey, rest in peace, Johnny Z.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, we were saying that.
man.
Rest in peace,
So off of that classic MOD Exodus record that you played on.
Yes, sir.
Fabulous Disaster, right?
Yeah.
The one with the classic Toxic Waltz.
Toxic Waltz.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that
our anthem.
one to put your head through a brick wall. But also, you guys recorded probably one of the sickest covers of all times, man. Friggin' Lowrider, man.
Yeah.
You like that?
Come up as a cover by a metal band.
Right? Hey, well, that's what we come from the hood, man. I mean, we're not no, I'm serious. So it's just like
we're laughing because we come from the hood too.
No, I know for sure. And what better song to do than Lowrider, and just like who wants to be like, you gotta be different. You gotta have some flavor, bro. You know what I mean?
No,
I don't know. A lot of people don't like it, a lot of people like it. You know what I mean? I love it. It's fun to play live. We can pull it off live.
I got to hear you guys play that shit every fucking night for 52 dates or whatever we did. It was amazing.
Right.
Every night after I got off stage, I fucking went and had some beers and got to watch you guys.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. So
I never sang that song with them, but I got to watch Rick and them play it when I was a tech on the Megadeth tour. They played it at the last show. And they played it for the tour manager, forced them to. He's like, you guys got to play it. So Steve Escobar was singing, and they did a cover. They did the Little Rider, and it was fucking great, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was a pleasure being on.
Hey, Rob.
Man.
Steve is singing in my new band.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. Check this out. I'm about to send you some. I just got back from LA last night. Finished all the solos on this album, dude. And I'm about to drop. You're not gonna, Rob. I'm about to send you a cut after this interview.
Okay.
You're gonna sit your fucking pants. Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Sorry.
Yo, man, that's dope, man. I wish we could check it out and put something on from you. Is there anything that you did as of late, Rick, that we could actually maybe put a little plug out there for that? That's what we.
I wish I could do it, man, but it's just a little early, bro. It's just a little early.
What are you doing right now? Tell us what's going on in your world musically. What are you doing?
Okay, so this is. I can't name any names, just because we're talking to some pretty big managers right now. But the music is done. I could tell you that I just got out of the studio with Ulrich Wild. The last 3 days from the second to the last night, we tracked.
He was in LA. I remember you saying.
Yeah. In LA at Ulrich Studio. Solos are done. Everything's done. And the mix starts next week. And then we're just shopping right now. It's a big band, dude. There's violins, horns, 2 singers.
Oh, dope.
It's sick, dude. It's sick.
Wow.
But you'll hear.
That's very different.
The drummer. I can't name. I wish I could name some names there, but there's some big names in this band.
No, but I like that you got different instruments in there, because I'm like that too. I'm actually a producer, and I love going in and being able to do different things. I've done many different things outside of thrash. And
It's definitely no. This is definitely not thrash. It is. I can tell you, it's Marilyn Manson meets 9 Inch Nails meets the Cult. That's the best way I can explain it.
Wow. Okay. So it sounds like it's got a nice concoction going on there. Nice little deadly concoction. I'm sure your guitar, it's going to be pretty awesome. Now,
it's a lot different for me, bro. It's like in this music, because in Exodus, dude, the minute the song starts, we're on 10 until it stops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
So this music has got a lot of space in it. You know what I mean? So it gives me a lot of opportunity to, especially in a live situation, I'm gonna have it's way more dynamic, bro. There's times where I'm not even playing guitar. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
what kind of guitars are you playing now, my brother?
ESPs and Ibanez.
no, Jackson. Straight up.
Anymore? Oh,
I'm doing exclusive Jackson right now.
Oh,
really?
nice. Okay.
Yeah, I have ESPs and some Paul Reed Smith, and I got some great guitars, but my Jackson is the one.
Okay.
Yeah. I hear you. I got my favorite is my ESP M1. It's number 88. The only guitar I got endorsed to me, but it's numbered number 88, and I love it to death. It's got my sound, my tone, and it's coming to the grave, man. It's not.
So what amp are you playing through right now? Because I'm shopping for a new. See, I mean, with this band, the tone is the distorted guitar is a little different. You know what I mean? It's not. We're not looking for that big thrash cut like
stuff, thrash.
High end, low mid.
I mean, did you ever try Wagner's? Those are pretty dope. They got really.
Yeah. I have an old line 6 that's designed by Wagner. I'm actually going to go down to Boogie next week and try some boogies out and see what's up.
I used to slave the heads together, like put them together, like a Wagner, a Mesa Boogie, or a Mesa and a Marshall. I used to experiment and try a whole bunch of different things.
Hell yeah.
I would go orange, Rick. I would try orange, man.
That's another one I'm going to try.
That's what I'm going with. I love orange, man. They're you can go to. It's an awesome clean tone with an awesome crunchy heavy tone. So it's good, man. If you have to go back and forth,
real versatile.
Yeah, I like the orange. Yeah,
I'm gonna check them out. Man,
but here's the thing about Rick Hunolt. It doesn't matter what kind of band he's playing in. It doesn't matter what kind of guitar he's playing. It doesn't matter what kind of amp. When you hear it, it's Rick Hunolt. He can pick up a piece of shit Hondo from fucking Sears and make it sound fucking good, man. It's incredible to watch. And he could. You ever seen Rick play bass? Rick will slap the fuck out of a fucking bass, dude. Like Bootsy Collins, man. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it.
So you put some booty on that bass.
Fuck, he does, man.
This new material that we're about to release, dude, I'm so proud of it, bud. And Rob, I'm gonna send him a cut. Like the minute I get off here, I'm gonna send him a cut.
Awesome.
It's gonna drop his fucking panties, bro.
Well, definitely keep us in the loop with that, man.
Yeah, of course.
And I want to go back to Juice because he's always got the questions for especially some vintage fine wine of a guitarist like yourself, sir.
Oh, thanks, man.
Fine wine, dude. What heads did you use on those records back in the day? Those JCM 800s or?
Yes. Let's see. Okay, so
I don't remember.
Bonded and Pleasures was probably the JCM 800 modified. Back then we used Stomp, the little yellow SD1 Super Overdrive. Was always a staple in front of our head. Then we moved on to, I think, Fabulous Disaster. Might have been a Triple X involved in that scene. And then after that, Impact, Force of Habit, I think was definitely Triple X. The old school Triple X, you know what I mean? And then let's see, after Impact, Force of Habit, and then Tempo was definitely a Triple X and a JSX. All of that, you know what I mean? And then I think nowadays, I think Gary on the new album just got done using a Jubilee, which is the new Silver Jubilees, and that thing is fucking
nice.
Yeah, this record sounded brutal, man, for sure. This new Exodus, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's
just releasing music right now is just tough times, but this pandemic's got shit all crazy.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. We were all talking about that before. How is your feelings living out in California with it all going on out there? Because it seems like they're real slow to opening up on
yeah, we were slow. I don't know, dude. I'm super. I feel just so bad for the bands releasing material right now. Just getting ready to go on tour and getting caught up in this pandemic. I just about last month.
You take a foot forward and you take 10 steps back.
That's what it seems like, bro. It's crazy. You know, it's kind of, for me, I try not to watch the news because I'm at the point where I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah.
So I just turn that shit off, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to be no news anchor, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's just crazy times, bro. But I think we're on the last chapter of COVID as far as.
We're all hoping that and feeling that too out here on the East Coast too, because we're kind of flattened out here. We flattened everything, and we're seeming like everything's opening pretty well right now. So we're doing
good.
Okay. Here's another topic here. We have a little segment that we've been doing. We did it with Rob Dukes about food, because we know musicians love food as much as forget it. It's like the people that create these amazing dishes. And Rob's a diner guy. So what do you like?
What do I like?
Yeah, Rob's a diner guy. What do you like? I know you can't like pizza.
I'll tell you what I don't like. I can't fuck with nothing out of the sea, bro. I don't eat no seafood. I'm a pasta guy. I'm getting up there. I'm getting up there in age, so I gotta watch my cholesterol. So I've been watching my cheese intake and my saturated fat and all this other stuff. So I rock a good taco salads, with chicken and all that green, lots of peppers, and I like hot food.
Yeah, because we know you can't get no pizza out there, so yeah.
Hey, but we try. We got some good pizza joints in my little town, but it's nothing compared to you guys.
No, you don't.
No doubt. There you go. Give us the props, bro. You're talking to Jersey boys right here, bro.
Yeah, right. I know it.
How you ever got?
You know what, though, man? You know what, Rick Hasso? They got the fucking burritos out there that are better than anything you'll get on the planet, dude.
We got some.
When I go out west, I always looking for burritos, tacos.
We got some good burritos here. I love my burritos.
Things at the size of a plate out there.
All right, and we got one more question that's a little off the wall because we want to make it fun. Metalheads.
But he's from the hood, he said.
Okay, he's from the hood, so this will be interesting.
I'm the only one that's not from the hood, man. I'm from the suburbs. I'm from a little white. I moved to the suburbs from the city, and I'm a white guy living in a little white town. And
now you're from Queens, dude.
And I know, but I moved there when I was a teenager. I moved away, but I moved to the suburbs. But I was always drawn back to the hood. But I don't really.
Has a rubber band around the ankle. He's only going so far, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna ask Rick the question, man. Go ahead.
All right. Yo, Rick, baby, what's your favorite rapper? Who's your favorite rapper?
Who's your favorite rapper, Rick?
Oh, that's easy. Eminem.
Oh, see, he went with the white guy, man, right?
No,
yeah.
Hey, listen, at least he's Vanilla Ice, right?
Hey, stop.
When you listen to rap,
you opened up for Vanilla Ice.
No, I didn't open up.
Hold up. When you listen to rap from a musician's point of view, you don't see color, for one. Number two, you cannot deny Eminem. Eminem is a genius.
He's fucking genius.
He is an absolute genius.
Okay,
and
so
I don't care. Jay-Z, he won rapper of the year. You know what I mean?
Name your top three. You got Eminem. Who else?
Too Short.
Oh, dude, that's going deep.
Yeah. I'm from Oakland, fool.
Dude, yeah.
Number three.
Too Short and Paris. Paris
Smith?
Paris.
I never even heard of him.
Look him up.
No shit.
Look him up.
Oh,
shit. SM. They're like
the Ghetto Boys?
No. They're like militant, like old Public Enemy, bro.
Oh, no shit. Paris.
No, this shit is off the hook, bro.
I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah, Paris.
Paris, Paris.
There you go.
I wrote it down.
This down too. Consolidated.
Okay, we'll have to check that out, man. That's a new one. You stumped the two Jersey guys.
Yeah, right.
Holy shit.
This is San Francisco rap.
Oh, dude, all right. Hey, Rick, you ever heard Jedi Mind Tricks?
I've heard the name, but I haven't heard the material.
Dude, holy fuck, man. They are so good.
Hey, can I hey, can I put Insane Clown Posse up on that bitch?
No, you cannot. Don't even mention them, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck, man?
That's so funny, dude. He just got done playing this little festival called Full Terror Assault in a place called Cave in Rock, Illinois, about 3 months ago, and I traveled with Exodus out there. We did a show in Las Vegas, and then we flew to Illinois and did this thing. But that's where the gathering of the Juggalos is this place called, and I got hipped up to. That's why I said this, because I got hipped up to the whole Insane Clown Posse trip, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing about these cats, dude.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah.
Like, wow, they just freaked me out, bro. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Hey, so check it, guys. It's our time. We're gonna wrap the show up, man. It was a pleasure having you guys.
Hey, thank you for having me. My pleasure, bro.
Yeah, Rick, it's been a long time, man. It's like I'm just.
I'll see you soon. Listen, keep your eyes open for what we're gonna be laying. We're gonna be dropping single after single, new social media shit. I can't say nothing about the name or who's in it, but just keep your eyes open.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna let me know at least when it's
Oh,
time.
dude, it's believe me, you'll hear about it.
Because I'd love to hear it and then love to have you come back for sure. We're just starting out. This wraps up the first episode of Thrash Talk Podcast.
Yeah, baby.
Having Rick Hunolt on this show. I hope I'm saying your name right. That's how I always said it.
Actually, it's Hunolt. It's no problem. No.
Okay, well, the East Coast guys say Hunolt, but Rick Hunolt of one of the original guys with Exodus guitar players.
Twin guitar attack.
Super
man.
fire. I'm stoked you guys do well, my friend. And Rob Dukes, man, appreciate you. It was great seeing you and playing with you recently in New York State with the guys.
Yeah.
The band sounds fucking awesome.
Thanks.
Generation Kill.
It's off the hook.
Go get this record now.
Big Zeus, nice meeting you, man. Big Zeus, nice meeting you. Big Z, fucking Timmy, Rick, man, always good, brother.
Pleasure, guys.
Take care.
Rob,